Today, on Be Something Wonderful, signs your manifestations are closer than ever. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. We have a big video for you today. We had an amazing live event yesterday, Sunday, October 27th at 9 a.m. in the morning. Yesterday we had a big live event, and we just announced our next live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. It's going to be November 16th. It's going to be a Saturday morning because I'm traveling the next day at 9 a.m. in the morning. So be sure to join us if you're a member. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators, big video for you today. The discussion was around signs. One of you that I was talking with said, well, Tom, I feel like that I'm getting signs, more signs that it's closer than ever. And then nothing, and then it just seems like breadcrumbs, right? Crickets, nothing happening, a few things. I'm just getting, reality is giving me breadcrumbs. My specific person is giving me breadcrumbs. I'm not seeing it. It feels like this idea of birds before land, that metaphysical term used to describe the nautical idea of those that would be out in the ocean sailing or on their ships. When they would see birds or twigs, they knew that land was near. In other words, when you see these signs, you feel that land representing your manifestation is near. And Florence Scovel-Shinn talks about it in her teachings. We're going to talk about that today. Remember what Neville Goddard said, signs follow, they do not precede. What do they mean by that? It means that the signs of your manifestations don't precede your awareness of already being that person you desire to be. They don't precede your awareness and consciousness of already occupying that reality, of already being that person that you desire to be. They follow that. They follow that I am awareness. Before Abraham, I am, as it says in Scripture, John 8:5-8, before any sign of land, of the manifestation, is your I am awareness. So if you're looking for signs, then you're not in that end, that imagined end, and aware that you're already that person that you desire to be. You're looking for signs that you are it, right? Signs of the seen physical unfolding of your new identity in reality follow your awareness. In other words, I am that I am, and consciousness of already being that which you desire to be. That version of you for whom and through whom your desired reality is real. It's the awareness that comes before everything. That's what Neville Goddard meant by that, right? And that's what all the spiritual teachers are talking about when they're talking about the synchronicities and signs. The unseen becoming seen. It's through you and as you. Jesus, representing your I am awareness, right? Your awareness of being, performed dozens of miracles, dozens of signs and wonders, right? Jesus, remember the metaphysical meaning of Jesus being your I am awareness of being. So in all of those signs, in all of those wonders, in all of those miracles that are talked about in Scripture, not even one of them preceded Jesus. Your I am awareness. They didn't come before Jesus. They didn't come before your awareness of already being that person you desired to be. Right? Do you see that? The idea of birds before land, or BBL, this metaphysical reality creation term, has many of us looking out there in the manifested circumstances, trying to figure out if land is near, if our manifestation is close, if it's coming. What, are these just breadcrumbs? Am I getting crickets? If what you're seeing or experiencing is a sign that your wishes and desires are coming or manifesting, that's what we do. That's what birds before land means. Really, that was coined, or the idea of that emanated from the early teachers like Florence Scovel-Shinn in her most famous book, The Game of Life, right? Powerful spiritual teacher, right? In the early 1900s. Invariably, before a demonstration comes signs of land. Before a manifestation or a demonstration or a physical unfolding, right? Before that comes signs of land. This is what she said, referring to that nautical idea, right? Referring to Columbus seeing birds and twigs before reaching America, right? Showing him that land was near, right? This is the idea that she was pulling from. The physical demonstration or manifestation of your wish fulfilled is what land represents. And this is what she continues to say, but often the student mistakes it for the demonstration itself and is disappointed. Remember, you are the demonstration. That's not proof. You're the proof. That's what she's getting at, right? So you get disappointed. You declare that it's breadcrumbs, that nothing's happening, and then you create that because that's what you become aware of. That's the reality you create. Remember, in every moment, you're shifting and creating your reality. In every moment, as you look, as you assume, as you think, you're creating everything. It's you. It's all you, right? This is powerful. The secret to signs is once you choose, once you imagine, once you affirm and assume that you are that which you desire to be and have that which you want to have, see reality and see your world from that new identity, that new version of you, no matter what the appearances and physical conditions are appearing to be. See everything as a sign and wonder because they don't proceed. They follow your awareness of it. They follow that new identity, that new vantage point, that new viewpoint, that new perspective you have as source, as all that is. Invoke the law of reciprocity, right, between the physically focused you and the greater you. It's reciprocal, right? God is communicating with you and you're communicating with God. You're all one. There's no separation. Everything becomes a sign because you say so. You assume it. The law of assumption. Then it must be. Right? Stop waiting for some divine entity outside of you to declare that it's a sign. Right? You are the one that makes that choice, that decision, that focused you decides that. That's powerful. When you're surrounded by familiar appearances, even as you master the law of assumption, the law of being, the law of I am, right? You still question yourself, who am I fooling? I'm surrounded by my memories of my past and by physical appearances that apply. I'm not special. I'm not powerful. I'm not the chosen one to perform miracles in my life. Who am I fooling that I can perform miracles? That I can perform signs and wonders? I don't see any signs or wonders of this powerful divine identity as me as a creator, right? But like Jesus, your I am awareness. Remember when he went home to his hometown to visit Nazareth. And remember what the ancients said when they heard about Jesus of Nazareth. They said, "What can anything good come from Nazareth?" Remember, Nazareth was despised. It was seen as lowly. It was seen as that kind of low lives, right, come out of Nazareth. But remember, that represents the 3D conditions, those manifested conditions that you don't want anymore, that you despise, that you want a new life, a new identity, a new reality. What good can come out of them? Everything good comes out of them, right? Born is the Jesus of Nazareth out of those conditions. Right? It doesn't change or affect who you choose or imagine yourself to be now as I am awareness. None of those conditions affect that. That's the key. Right? So let's move on with this. When he visited his hometown, it was said that he couldn't perform any major or significant works or miracles or wonders. Right? But remember, it wasn't that he couldn't. It wasn't his unbelief or his non-belief or lack of his conviction. It was those around him. Remember, this represents you in those physical conditions as you remember your past and you keep thinking that's who you still are. As you look around at the physical circumstances and you believe in them. It's your lack of belief. Remember, you play all the parts. And this is you questioning yourself. Remember, it's all you. Where did this man get his wisdom and those miraculous powers? Because he's declaring, right? He's talking about how he's actually declaring that he's the Messiah, that he can do these works and wonders, right? And who are you to say this, right? And then they go on. Is not this the carpenter's son? Right? Is not his mother called Mary, and his brothers and sisters, are they not all with us? Where did this man get all these things? Where did he get this wild idea that he's the Messiah? This is you. Like, where do you get this wild idea that I can create and manifest the life of my dreams or anything else that I want? Where did you get that wild idea? I know when I go home to visit my family, I know where I came from. There's no way. And we do this, right? This happens often when I go back to visit my family, right? You're feeling like, oh man, right? Where's the works and wonders? Where's my power? But it's there with you, always. In other words, who am I to imagine, assume, and declare that I can be or have anything I want and desire? And they took offense at him. Right? He's surrounded by the people he grew up with. They took offense at him. How dare you? But remember, that's you. That's that 3D focused you taking offense at this idea that, how can I? It's some of you that get frustrated with the law of assumption and reality creation and believing that you can heal yourself and you can be whole and complete. And you call it gaslighting. Like, this stuff is gaslighting. You take offense. It's gaslighting. This stuff doesn't work, right? You take offense. That's all part of this, right? It's all part of you, but your I am awareness is untouched by all of this. This is powerful. So Jesus, your I am awareness, said this as they were reacting. A prophet is not without honor, except in his hometown, in his own household. And then it was said about Jesus as he was visiting, and he did not do many miracles there, because of their unbelief. Because of their unbelief. Now remember, you play all the parts. But Jesus, your I am awareness of being, it's not because of that lack of conviction. That's who you are. That conviction's never shaken. You never lack that belief because it's conviction. It's beyond belief. It's a knowing. It's that knowingness that you're made of and from which you come. Of which you are made and from where you come. You come from that knowingness. So it's not because of that, but it's the 3D personality. Because of that unbelief, right? You keep remembering who you were and believing that's who you still are. You're looking around at the conditions that haven't changed. They look like breadcrumbs to you, right? And remember, and it wasn't that he lacked the power or that you lacked the power, but because of the memory of who you were, in the surrounding circumstances, you feel powerless or without the conviction to perform signs, wonders, and miracles, right? Looking for signs out there, but they don't proceed. They don't precede your belief, or in other words, your conviction and awareness of already being that which you desire to be. They don't precede that. They're not out there. Wow. They're within you. Mark 6:15 says this about Jesus' visit to his hometown. And he could do no miracle there except he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them. No miracle except that. Think about this. You're looking at your breadcrumbs, looking at these things that seem ordinary to you, right? It's like it's the equivalent of Jesus touching a few people and healing them. And they're saying he could do no more than that. Just a few healings, just a few miraculous healings, but no more. Do you see the absurdity? That's you looking at this and go, it's just breadcrumbs. There's nothing going on here, nothing to see here, right? Nothing to see here except a couple sick people being miraculously healed. Do you see that? You're it. This is powerful today. This is powerful. So, remember, this is who you are, that great I am awareness, all that is, one with it all, the center of the universe, the center of that one divine mind, the center of the light and the way and the entire divinity of existence. You're the center of it. The heart, what the ancients refer to as the heart, right? The heart and mind. your conscious awareness. You're one with it all. Always aligned, always connected, right? It's an unbroken connection between you and God. You're one. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I, greater than what I could possibly be focused on in any one moment. You're always impressing consciousness, not just in a state akin to sleep or a meditative state or an imaginal relaxed state where you're visualizing or scripting or affirming or assuming, but with every word or assumption or action, you're impressing that consciousness. In other words, there's no separation. Every movement is impressed because it's all part of all that is. Therefore, when you choose and imagine and assume and affirm your wish fulfilled, see everything as a sign, as a wonder, as a miracle of your imaginal end unfolding, and then it must be. Every word, assumption, and action, right? Remember, this is reciprocal. God is always communicating with you, to you, and as you. And you're always communicating with God, to God, and as God, all that is. All signs are everywhere and all around you. This is powerful today. So, the signs, the miracles, the wonders, only look like breadcrumbs to you. In reality, it looks hot and cold to you. Because you're hear this, this is a big point. Because you're identifying them with who you were. Wow. Memories of the past you, and identifying as the surrounding circumstances that appear unwanted. Instead of seeing them through the eyes and identity of who you imagine and assume yourself to be now. That's big. Take a moment and let that sink in, right? Like Florence Scovel Shinn said, don't mistake the signs for demonstration. In other words, you are all of it. You are the sign that your manifestation is coming. They follow you. They follow your awareness. You're the demonstration. The demonstration's not out there. That's what she meant by that. It's not out there. It's within you. Wow. Signs. Your manifestations are closer than ever. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, our membership channel where we had a great live stream. Yesterday, we had a video released just a few days ago on the membership channel, and we have another live stream queued up for mid-November, just a few weeks from now. So stay tuned. It's going to be big. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.